All right, it's time to do this. All saddled up. Gonna go do it. We're at 6,000 feet. Well, let me double check my watch actually. We're at 5,980 feet, just 6,000 feet. And we're going up to 10,000 feet. It's going up from 6 to 10,000 feet and 7.5 miles of riding. So it's gonna be quite the climb. I'm looking forward to it. All right, the watch is tracking and we're on the way. I stop. This is crazy. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I know I could, I know I could, I know I could. I am at 9,100 feet. I am down to second gear. This thing is out of breath. That sea level dyno jet kit I got in there ain't helping it, that's for sure. But it's a nice climb. Love the air up here, man. Those trees smell so fresh. The sky don't open up on me. It's going to be interesting, but 6.6 miles into the 7.5 mile ride to the top. So we'll continue it. Insane climb though. And then there's a little bench. I'm gonna let the fan run on this thing and let it cool it off. It's probably warm. So this is not the top. The top, you can actually go to the towers up there. And I'm not gonna make that trek. Don't trust that cloud. Really don't need to be at the top, you know. It's pretty crazy. There's a bunch of trails there. These are quad trails. I don't know if they're cut for the side-by-sides. Back in the day they were not. They are not. These are quad trails. So if you see it like this is what's cool about the Paiute trails. They're the 50-inch trails, and they're designed for the little 4x4 ATVs like mine, and there's over, you know, probably, I hear like the total trail system's like 2,300 miles now. I don't know how much of that is the 50-inch trails, but this is pretty cool. Not gonna ride any of these today. I'm gonna take my winnings. I got up to the high level. It's pretty neat. They even put a picnic bench up here. Got a steam engine somewhere down there, but you could see the roads are, this whole thing is just riddled with trails. You could be out here for weeks. The way to do it is pack your gear on the quad and ride the quad. You can live off the quad for a few days. The best way I think that I've done it is out of Marysville. You do day rides out, full day rides, and then in the evenings you come back to your motel and take a shower, which is pretty neat. But the air up here is like, it smells so good from the trees and everything, and especially with the ground being moist, you can tell that, you know, the rain hit it. But it's pretty neat. I don't want to go down that. I don't have the map. It's back at the truck. Do not want to attempt those trails now. I know there's a way down that way too, and it's pretty rough. I saw it on the map, so I'm staying off of that trail. I'm not going to continue up to that peak because I think you got to go up over that one, and then you backtrack on the back side of that over to them towers. And but man, this is awesome. Last time I was out here on the Paiute trails was in 2006. That'd be 18 years if you can believe it. That's crazy. It's when this quad, when I bought this quad, I came out here on the Paiute trails in 2002 when this thing was brand new. I'm gonna post a picture here of what it looked like when I set it up for that trip. I'll actually post a couple pictures from that trip. That was in 2002. So that would have been 22 years ago now. It's got a few miles on it. It's got, Squad now has 6,000 miles on it. And these, if you noticed on the pictures, these are the wheels that were in those pictures from 22 years ago. I've had these in the shed for a long time. I was running on another set of rims, but they're too tall. This thing fits inside of my truck much easier with the smaller wheels. So I put the smaller wheels back on and I'm running them. They're bald. I do need to get this size of tire back on with some tread. All right, that was a pretty awesome ride. I'm pretty stoked about that. There's one more trail here it's just right around here. It goes that way. I'm gonna see how far it goes or what it is, check the map and ride it before it gets dark. It was really nice at the top. I can't wait till my boys get, old enough to handle a 250 and bigger quad. We can all come out here, maybe I can get a double seater and take the wife too. I don't know if she'll handle it, but would like to do that. Give me one of those tandem two-seaters, pass this one on to my kids, and then because I have the two quads, and then me and the wife could get us a double-seater, some used if she's into it, but I don't know, we'll see. This was pretty cool. The wireless mic, well, you can hear me when I'm talking. I'm gonna strap the barbecue on. It's easier that way. So I need to throttle it up there with the parking brake on, that way it doesn't roll back and the throttle just overpowers the parking brake. All right, the quad's put away and I am showered, which feels pretty good. It's dinner time. It is dinner time. We got tuna, mayo, and Ritz. Look at that. Having tuna. This is probably going to be much better than that Chop House thing. That was a disappointment. The steak was kind of tasty, but how about you put some garnish or something, right? If you're gonna do that, don't just plop it on a plate and then don't even give. They gave me a salad. There was a house salad, and gonna do a precise measurement here, just like that. But yeah, it was okay, but how about a piece of broccoli with it or something? Garnish, dress it up. It's not what you serve, it's how you serve it, right? Especially in a restaurant, and especially for $31 for a lunch special. Dude, I could have got a cocktail for that with a lunch special in California. So next time you bitch that California is expensive, I don't know. Only thing cheap that's been here is the gas. In Utah is about $1.50 a gallon cheaper. Well, I would say about $1.30, maybe $1.20 cheaper. I don't know what a gallon of milk is, but that's how you judge it. Hey, how much is a gallon of milk? How much is a dozen eggs, right? That's what I'm talking about. Now hold on. Here, listen to my tuna. See what it says. This wouldn't be it if we didn't have a cold one, right? So I got some Taiwan beer. By the way, the kids are in Taiwan at their grandma and grandpa's. Actually got an incoming call from Taiwan. All right, yeah, that was the wife and the kids from Taiwan. We videoed. There's actually signal here where I'm parked and set up for camp, which is nice. And then, yeah, the beer, that's where I was. So the wife and the kids and everybody survived the typhoon that's over there. It passed a couple days ago. So they were good, but they were kind of stuck indoors for almost 3 days. But yeah, I stayed behind and go on this trip. I got school. I mean, I can remote, but the first session of the class was right when the flight was. So there's no way you can do anything. You don't show for the first class, and they kind of give you the boot, which is understandable. But anyway, this is my last class for the series that I'm going for. It's been a 1-year school endeavor. I am going for my project management professional certificate. Hopefully do some test prep here in the fall and go take the test. The test is supposedly hard as hell. I hear like more than half the people that take it for the first time fail. I'm hoping I'm not one of them. We'll see. But yeah, school, work. I managed to get this 1 week trip in, which is, you know, at the end of one class, and I got to be back before the next class starts, you know, in 6.5 days. Do the math. So that's why this trip's kind of a marathon. But tomorrow night I'm getting up to my buddy's campground that he's hosting, so I'm looking forward to that. Today was a great time riding. It was nice to revisit the area. Forgot how nice it really is here in Utah on the Paiute Trail. The best time to come up is probably late September, because it's not too hot. You get kind of things start to turn color too. The winter time you can, it's all snowed in. It's kind of more like snowmobile time, but there's no quadding during the winter. It's just, you can't do it. And then spring, one of my trips I did like early summer, and a lot of the trails were still snowed in. I may have a video of that. It's from 2005, I think. I'll put a snapshot there or something. But it's good to revisit the area and be out here. And then once I get back to civilization, take the next class, which will be the last class of the series. Got to take the quiz, pass the quiz, and then I'll do 2 nights backside of Big Bear, just solo. I want to just base camp it for 2 nights and do a lot of quad riding, and then pack it up and spend the night at my mom's and have breakfast up there and head on home, go to work. And that first day I go back to work that evening, go to the airport and, you know, pick up the kids. By the time you're watching this, that would have already all happened. Man, this stuff hits the spot. Tuna and crackers. But it's really good. It's really good. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to enjoying my meal, and I'll fire this up after I get my tent set up and for my bed set up. Say goodnight and all. Going back to my dinner.